Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
In a world where fame is fleeting and redemption rare, one man carved a legacy by falling hard and rising higher. From the haze of Hollywood's wildest years to becoming the face of a generation, Robert Downey Jr. is more than a movie star. He's a survivor, a symbol of reinvention. Born into chaos, embraced by art, and nearly destroyed by addiction, his story is one of raw pain, defiant courage, and an iron will that turned rock bottom into solid ground. This is the journey of the boy who became Iron Man, both on screen and in life. Robert Downey Jr. was born on April 4th, 1965 in Manhattan, New York, into a family already entwined with cinema. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an underground filmmaker known for his avant-garde movies, while his mother, Elsie Ann, was an actress. From his earliest days, young Robert was surrounded by creativity, chaos, and counterculture. His childhood wasn't ordinary. In fact, it was far from it. At just 5 years old, he made his screen debut in his father's film pound. But with freedom came exposure. The household was artistic but turbulent, with open drug use and little structure. In that environment, Downey's future shimmered with both brilliance and danger. As a teenager, Downey's passion for performance grew. He studied classical ballet in England and later attended the Stage Manor Performing Arts Training Center. However, his formal education was scattered. He briefly attended Santa Monica High School, but dropped out at 17 to pursue acting full-time. Moving to Los Angeles, he worked as a busboy and theater actor, slowly building a name. Despite his erratic upbringing, Downey's talent was magnetic. His charisma, sharp wit, and emotional range drew attention early. But even as his career began to take off, a darker shadow followed him, one planted deep in his childhood. The 1980s and early 90s marked Downey's ascent. He starred in Weird Science, Less Than Zero, and Chaplin, the last of which earned him a Best Actor Oscar nomination in 1993. In Chaplin, Downey's portrayal of the silent film legend was mesmerizing, displaying a depth and commitment that cemented his place among Hollywood's elite. Studios saw him as their next big thing. He had range, looks, and presence. But behind the camera, the cracks were growing. Fame amplified his inner struggles, and soon, Downey's greatest battle wasn't for a role, it was for control over his life. As his fame soared, so did his dependence on drugs. Heroin, cocaine, and alcohol became constant companions. In a now infamous stretch from 1996 to 2001, Downey was arrested multiple times on drug-related charges. He lost roles, served time in jail, and became a punchline in late-night monologues. At one point, he was found wandering barefoot in Los Angeles, muttering to himself. Yet even in courtrooms and rehabs, glimpses of his brilliance remained. Directors still cast him, hoping to catch lightning before it slipped away again. It was painful to watch a talent like his being slowly consumed. But his story wasn't over. In the early 2000s, Robert Downey Jr. hit rock bottom. Addicted, arrested, and abandoned by Hollywood, he seemed like a lost cause. But through therapy, martial arts, and the love of Susan Levin, who later became his wife, he rebuilt his life. His comeback began with Iron Man in 2008, a role that mirrored his own journey. As Tony Stark, he launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe and became a global icon. Success followed with the Avengers, Sherlock Holmes, and more. But Downey stayed grounded, focusing on family, giving back, and producing films through Team Downey. By 2025, his net worth stands at around $350 million. But his real wealth lies in his legacy, a symbol of second chances, transformation, and strength forged through struggle. By 2025, Robert Downey Jr. stands not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a symbol of resilience. He's stepped away from constant spotlight, choosing family, passion projects, and purposeful living. No longer defined by his past, or even by Iron Man alone, his true legacy lies in how he turned pain into power. This story is a reminder that redemption is real, and that some heroes wear armor, but the strongest ones rebuild from within.